Hello, friends and followers and ham radio aficionados. Well, what do we have here? This is a Ten-Tech Paragon 1 or Paragon. It's not a Paragon 2. It's not an Omni. It's not a Omni 5 or 6. This is a Paragon where I think Ten-Tech started everything. So anyway, I bought this one on eBay just because, I don't know, I think I wanted something to fix. So I picked this thing up, and the gentleman who was selling it said that it has the golden screwdriver problem, meaning that somebody used a screwdriver and tried to adjust things and broke things. So the phase lock loop in this thing doesn't lock, and I did something stupid with this thing a week ago when I first got it. I turned it on and saw it had phase lock loop and problems, and I was trying to reset the whole thing. This is the reset button here. So I took a pen, and in fact I took this pen, and I was just trying to reset it. So I was just getting this pen and shorting these two little wires here, which shouldn't cause any problem, but apparently it did. So this is where the 6502 CPU goes, and I think I burned up the CPU. I think I put a static charge into here from my body from the static here in Nevada, and something I picked up when I probably scooted the chair up toward the desk and burned up the CPU. I didn't quite know what was wrong with the radio. After that, I would turn it on, and I noted that this part here, the voltage regulator, was very hot. And I noted that the CPU, just by putting my finger on various chips, this thing was really hot. So I ordered four more CPUs, and those are coming in today. It takes a week to get parts for anything off of eBay or anybody's. But anyway, I hope I didn't burn out the rest of this stuff. And so 20 bucks later, a couple of CPUs are coming in, so I'll try one of those. Anyway, I figured since that's coming in today, I will do a head start on the phase lock loop problems this thing has. And I know we don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm just going to go through it and resolder it like I've done with probably two other Paragons and an Omni or two in the past. Anyway, to get to those loop boards, you can remove all the screws on this top thing. This is the FM board here. Driver board here, that's the driver transistor. This goes right to the finals. And there's some voltage regulators here too, I think. Yeah. So there's some regulators past transistors here, and there's like a regulator right here. And that usually works without a glitch. Anyway, let's turn this board over and get to the real meat of the matter. Okay, so here we go. And what the gentleman said was, who I bought this from, was someone took a golden screwdriver to these slugs. So probably the phase lock loop wasn't working due to soldering problems, as they had soldering issues with these boards when they produced them way back when, in the 90s or late 80s. And with the magic of the phone here, I can probably drill in here and see the slugs, or lack of slugs. Well, that looks like a slug there, sort of. Let's see. It's hard to get light in this darn thing. Can't really tell. Anyway, those may or may not be bad. It's hard to say. People say things on, eBay, but until you get down to the matter. So anyway, it's all documented how these work, and each of these has a section of the band. I forget what the order is, but when the CPU comes, I can simply see if any of these work at all and fix the one that's not working. But what I might do now is just pull out this entire board, since I have some time on my hands, and just start soldering. And then when the thing comes, when the CPU comes, I'll see if the radio works at all. Yeah, and he might have been in this board too. I think this is a minor loop board here. Yeah, that looks like it's gone, that slug. I need to find a decent flashlight here. Can I even see in there? Yeah, I can't get the light to angle correctly to even look down in there. I need like a little pencil light. I might have one actually. Let's see, I need a pencil light. Anyway, I got the radios on here. There's guys yapping on sideband here that yap every day. They're nice people, they're pilots. They are airline pilots that are always talking every day. This radio I fixed, but I haven't done much with it. It works, but I'm too lazy to connect it up correctly to the dial key. Dentron's working. This guy works. I should probably sell it because I'm not using it. This also works, but should probably sell it as I'm not using it. Anyway, I had a little flashlight here somewhere. And I know you don't care about this part when I'm digging for a flashlight. Anyway, I don't see a flashlight anywhere. Here's my tool mess over here. 3 years of tools I've accumulated to fix ham radios and stuff, not very organized. Just stuff crammed all together. So to turn those slugs, yeah, I was sort of collecting meters for a while. This meter I found when somebody retired, and they just threw it on the floor, so I took it home. And I burned this meter out, and I was able to fix it. This meter I bought off eBay for almost $100. It's been a really good meter, actually. Been happy. You need a meter that works. This one I paid about $40 for. I'm not sure it's any good. It looks like it's been ridden hard and put away wet. Anyway, that's about it. Lots of junk here. I think once I retire from ham radio, if I do, I'm gonna send all this stuff to Pete or to somebody who wants it all. But anyway, I don't know if my brother would want all this stuff. Maybe he would. All the boxes that the radios will come in. I have these radios for sale, so maybe they will sell. Some of them will sell, and they will go back in those boxes and leave the area. All right, so this little radio here is a gem because I like that it will receive 6 kilohertz wide, and that's cool. At least for AM it does. I'm not sure. And they kind of tighten these up as the radios went on. I'm not sure what the Omni 5 did. I had an Omni 5 when I sold it off because I just wasn't using it. And I had an Omni 6 that I sold off to a good gentleman up in Canada. So I hope he has good luck with it. Anyway, so yeah, so there's the slugs I need right there. So if I could just buy a board that has those same slugs, I can probably jimmy these out. It looks like they're like in a plastic form, which is accessible. So I just need to get some light down in there. All right, well, I'm not getting very far. I'm probably boring you to death here. So at any rate, I guess it's time to pull the board out. So these plugs are all numbered. You can just always take a picture before you pull these apart. So I took some pictures, and then you can pull these plugs off and start working on your board. It's easy as that. Not too bad getting this one out. Be careful with these, don't break them. Just pull them out gently. Little coax connectors. Well, that one wasn't in very good. That could have caused a problem. So when you get a radio off eBay, you don't know what's happened to it. You have to just don't trust that anything works in the radio. Don't trust anything. Just anything can be goofed up. Just do your best to look at all the situations. All right, so that gets those wires off, and now we just have a few screws. Here you want to get a magnetic screwdriver if possible. So is an AI robot going to be able to fix radios someday? Maybe so. I'm sure it can have the dexterity of spinning a screwdriver. Getting its hands down in here, or it's whatever it's going to use, its screwdriver. I guess humans aren't replaced yet. And I'm old enough that I don't think I will be displaced by a robot. I'll probably be dead by then, so. Unfortunately, I will probably be dead. You want to use your time wisely. I don't think I use my life wisely, really. I should be traveling and seeing the world and not fixing radios, right? But this is what I'm doing. I wish I could afford to go to Nantucket this summer, or somewhere nice just to relax. Have a traditional summer vacation. I guess Nantucket, that was for the very rich. All right, so that takes off all the wires and screws, and we can probably pull this board right out now. Yeah, there it comes. And so let's survey the bottom of it and see if anybody's been fiddling with it. Aha, looks like a virgin board. So now what I'll do is I'll just go through and laboriously hit all these joints on the board. I don't think anyone's, no one has puttered with this board to date that I can see. So can we see anything obvious that's whacked out on this thing? It actually looks pretty darn good. So I'll inspect this with my eyes and just, it looks like somebody might have done some resoldering there, doesn't it? Yeah. Looks like those two got hit. Yeah, maybe somebody did attempt this thing. I just go through all these things. I go through all the joints. I don't even try to guess which ones are bad. I just hit them all. It might take an hour. Anyway, welcome to my life. Okay, now the board's out. We can maybe maneuver it to see what the slugs look like here. Hello, slugs. Are you guys in there? Maybe they're gone, huh? Can't really get a look in there, can we? Well, they might be gone. Son of a gun. Or no, maybe not. Why is it so hard to get light in there? Actually, you know what? I have a little green laser pencil that Zenny Optical sent me. It's a toy, and I was going to throw it out. I think it was sitting right back here somewhere. That laser pencil would go right in there for a look. So the problem is finding it. This is kind of a junk corner where things get piled up. And there's some Allen wrenches, there's some Q-tips, and there was a little laser pencil bouncing around here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. We've struck pay dirt. There is a flashlight that would be good at shining in there. So we found that. I don't see the laser pencil. Anyway, we'll try this guy, or gal, or whatever it is. We're not going to say this flashlight is gender neutral. It's got to be a male or female, right? All right, so there's that. I still can't see in there, at least not holding the camera. Actually, you know what? We can just do like a depth test. So I think there's a slug in there. I'm going down that far, which, well, that might be the bottom of the damn thing. Let's see. So that goes down a good ways. Okay, that goes down less. So there's a slug in that one for sure. This one might have a slug. Whoa, no slug in this one. Okay, so no slug here. Slug, slug, no slug. So these two are whacked, which means probably 10 meters or around there, 24 to 28, and probably that's going to be low stuff there. So these two probably work. So I'm guessing when the radio is fired up. All right, so what about the minor board? So that's nice, huh? And I gotta not zap this board, right? Okay, the minor board. I don't think there's a slug in there either. Man, I got problems. So he just took the slugs out, I guess. Well, I guess it's better than smashing them inside. All right, so I'm probably not gonna get anywhere without slugs. Unless I could jam something in there, some iron core or something. Oh boy, so I probably got to order some trash board that has slugs in it that I could take out and put in. And have a valid working board. I'm still going to solder the board though. I figured, what the hell. I'll go through and solder the board because the guy was diddling with slugs for a reason, so probably these two need soldered. But I'll just do them all. All right, I know this video was long. It may not have been even that interesting to you, but again, this is a Paragon 1 that I picked up. It's a pretty radio as far as it's not all hacked up. I wish it had the RS-232, but it doesn't. And any parts you want for a Paragon are usually very expensive because people just charge a fortune for this stuff on eBay. Sometimes it's better to buy the whole radio junk, but I really don't want to have two Paragons around here. But it's a pretty radio. And this isn't hacked up either. It must have broken and been put aside. Yeah, it's nice. My brother has one of these. I sold one to my brother pretty cheap because he's a new ham and he likes it. This is a lot like his radio, so maybe we can talk back and forth. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.